The final thing I want to introduce you to is a concept called the water cooler effect. Out of the most important things in your email, the subject line is definitely going to be in the top three. And somebody introduced this concept called the water cooler effect to me a few years ago. And the idea behind it is that when someone enters, they're checking their email, what happens is they enter their email inbox and they just scan their emails, right? They just look down their emails and see, is there anything here I should open, right? I do the exact same thing. And the water cooler effect is when you are working in an office, like a 9 to 5, and somebody says something, and you walk by and you hear somebody says, and after those 3 shots of tequila, I was on the table dancing naked, right? And you kept on walking. If you heard that and you walked by, you're going to be like, what did that guy just say? Did you say he took 3 shots of tequila and he's on the table? You're going to turn around, you're going to come back, and you're going to see what the rest of that story is. That is the water cooler effect, and that's what you want your email subject lines to be. You want there to be so much curiosity and interest that when they're scanning their emails, it would be impossible for them not to click on that email. Exact same thing if you create content and you are on YouTube and you're creating your titles and thumbnails. Everybody talks about the title and thumbnail should be 90% of the work, right? David Ogilvy, the godfather of advertising, says that once you have the headline of your sales page down, you've done 95% of the work, right? So it's this first few seconds right here, it's everything. And the subject line is the exact same thing. So you want to create a water cooler effect. And one of the ways that I like to create a water cooler effect in emails is I will write a subject line that is preposterous. It's insane. It's crazy. You wouldn't even imagine how it relates over to the actual email itself. But then you somehow combine it over there. So you're somehow able to make it so that whatever you said in the subject line is in the email. So I'll give you an example. One of the best subject lines I've ever created was like, Disney princesses, a boat, and my new plane. And I was able to connect that in the subject line over into a few words that I said inside the body of the copy, and then I went to the actual call to action itself. So by doing that, I was saying this insane thing that they're like, what, Disney princesses, boat, and your new plane, what does that have to do? So they click on it, and then you do want to deliver that, so I am connecting over it somehow. I forgot how I did it. It was like, I talked about how my cousin was in town and her favorite thing was Disney princesses, and I was able to spend time with her because of my business so systemized, and like I connected it all together, and then I made a call to action at the very bottom of it, right? And so that is the water cooler effect. And think about that every time you're creating emails and you're writing your subject line. How do I pique somebody's interest whenever they are scanning their email inbox?
If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.